Showed up yet?
Yeah, we up.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the B.A.M show. Here with my co-host, Mr. Mango.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Just chilling, just chilling.
All right, I'm good.
Yeah,
So
there
let's
you go.
back in thing. All right, cool. So we got some topics today. Today we're gonna start off talking about the power of virginity and abstinence. Why men can't say no to sex? Should oral sex be mandatory? And why are men taught not to show emotion? All right, so we got four good topics to talk about today. But just to get the day started, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on the past week in news. You got the thing with Usher, R. Kelly. Uh, what else?
OJ got out.
Oh yeah, yeah. OJ had got out. As far as tech, AME, showed they new lineup that they got that's supposed to be competing against Intel. So I want let's just break it a little bit with the R. Kelly thing because I know that's your boy right there. You know, the concert and everything. So let's start it with that.
Guilty. Let me stop. Just for those who don't know, I don't know where you've been if you don't know. It's been a week. Our show isn't so frequent where we can cover it. But yo, man, if you he had sex slaves, I guess, with Stockholm syndrome, 'cause they don't want to leave. Daddy and one of the girls did a press conference. The girl did a reply video to that press conference. She's like, I can leave wherever I want to. I'm happy. Daddy, stop it. I don't mess with y'all. Then people watched like her blouse where they asked, well, where you at? She like, I don't want to talk about that. And they looked at the shadow on her blouse and they said they saw somebody going like this. Like, nah, don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And so they make a big deal about that. The daddy made a reply video about that. Like, yo, I'm praying for you. And, from his position, he looked like he got the high ground because R. Kelly stole his baby girl. Yeah. But she came back with a video like, yo, you was there when you dropped me off. You know what happened. So there's more to it that he ain't saying. Okay? That's why I don't believe nobody's testimony, because people like to add or take away to make themselves look better than what it is. Yeah, in addition to that, so she made a reply video to him telling him, yo, there's more to it than you ain't saying. That you was there. And I'm like this. Oh, yeah. So the queen was looking at something where she was like, yo, this what it's really about. By the way, that particular girl's daddy, their last name I think is Savage, the parents, they customers at the queen's job. She seen them. Anyway, there was another piece of story that came out that she found. She was like, yo, she used to break them off paper, the parents, and the reason all this is happening is because she cut them off. So it is about money from that third source. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it really is, but it looked like it could be about money. All I know is the problem with R. Kelly is that he liked to say stuff in his songs that's questionable. So if you go and look at the Cookie Monster video, everybody go check out the Cookie video, Cookies or whatever, Cookie Monster, whatever, where he's talking about, I'm a Cookie Monster. Go watch the first 5 minutes of that video. The video probably 5 minutes. Go watch the first minute of that video. It looks like what they describe it. This new chick come to the house. It's like a den mother to say he like his cookies this way or whatever. She like this way. And it looks like that. So, I don't know. Maybe they had real life stuff to use to get that video. You know what I'm saying? To make that video, we using this real life stuff. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's R. Kelly. One last thing on R. Kelly. He is in trouble for having several consensual adults trapped in his house.
Yeah.
Okay? And for some reason, the only thing people want to talk about is underage girls. And that's crazy.
Well, you know, let's make sure to put out in the air that he's not guilty. So these are all just, you know, like allegations. So
where they do that at? Black folks is guilty till proven innocent. Always. Even when you're dealing with black folks. That's how we treat each other. That nigga did it. We even say OJ did it. We were just glad he got off. Because that was what we considered to be justice, Emmett Till style.
Yeah. Well, the next thing is you know, one of ATL's finest, Usher.
Uzi Weenie, that's his new name. Uzi Weezy, let it burn. Yo, Shorty Doo-Wop said, I'm gonna allow this man to put this green Uzi Weenie in me anyway.
Yeah.
Where they do that at?
Well, I didn't know which hole she was putting it in. I didn't know if she was talking about it was going in her mouth or whether or not it was going in her.
Well, it went in one of her holes because she got it. I saw a meme. Meme was hilarious. It was a picture of the same girl video where they go to the table and R. Kelly on one side and Usher on the other side, and this was like life decisions. Get kidnapped by R. Kelly or get herpes from Usher. And I was like, whoa.
Bruh, you got people who really take a time out their day to make the funniest memes that they can make. I'm telling you, boy. Because it's somebody sitting down at the computer just looking at news and just be like, you know what I do? I'll make a meme about this. Like,
crazy. But Usher, so the chick, he got sick. The chick he got sick, name, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was a bridesmaid of the old lady he married. So back when he married the old lady, you can see wedding pictures. It's online. Look it up. The chick on the end, yeah, you know, these hoes ain't loyal even to each other. He smashing her, get her sick, and he been dealing with her even after he broke up with the old lady. And then the latest news, some chicks have come out and said they've had unprotected sex with him since 2009 when he got diagnosed. So it's been, what?
Of course.
8 years this bruh been sick. I just listened to this song for the first time. And I like the song, but now I kind of don't like the song. You know me, I don't listen to much. But somebody put me on to Chris Brown, Usher, and Zayn. Remix, I think the song called Back to Bed or something like that. And it was like, I'm going to hump you back to sleep, you know, and all this other stuff. And it was just this sexy song, right? And I'm saying all the while, he going to hump you to the clinic. I can't, like his career is over as a sex symbol. It's a wrap.
Well, shoot, man. What she ended up getting like it was like 1.1 million.
Yeah, and he paid all her doctor bills.
So, I mean, of course, more women gonna come out because I mean, you look at that. If you're a woman who don't have sex with him after he had got diagnosed, of course you're gonna try to say, "Oh, well, I did it too. Maybe I should get checked out, and maybe I should get compensated for doing that, you know, also." So, yeah, I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the last we hear of women coming out.
It's never the last. One thing women can do is come out. They okay. Cosby will tell you women can come out. Okay, so yeah, just to sit back and watch it play out. And I'm like,
Exactly.
they taking all the stars away.
Yeah. And now on to some quick tech news, real quick. AMD just showcased their new new lineup that's supposed to be competing against Intel's i9 lineup. And the one thing that people were mostly talking about was the fact of how the packaging will look. I think it's going to be limited packaging. Not everybody. It's going to be kind of like one of those first come first serve packages. But have you seen? I know you saw it. Did you see it, B? Did you get a chance to look at it?
All I saw was the thumbnail of the thing you sent me. I didn't click on it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm an Intel guy, so
Yeah.
I didn't take the time. Had I known you was gonna talk about it, I'd have looked into it. Like, okay, let me see what he talking about, so I can be ready. But
Yeah.
I just had my AMD experiences haven't been the best in comparison to my Intel experiences. I'm not saying things can't change. I remember when XP first came out and the AMD Athlon came out for the first time. It was just, it was put up against, I think, a Pentium 4 processor. And it was just like, ha, I'm better, ha. And then AMD slowly declined back into, I'm not better. Because, Intel's like, oh, we got this Intel Core 2 Duo. Oh, we got this, and this. And blah, we're better now. And the I series came out just straight up pooping on AMD processors. And so, if they win this round, are they going to just win this round, or are they going to be the new HNIC of processors?
I don't know. I know their stocks went up a little bit today when they unveiled it. The box looked cool though. It's like a black box with it's like a glass window in the front, and it's like an eye, and you can kind of see the processor, in the middle of the eye and shit. Like it's a cool little package, man. Like, to be honest, depending on how well they do when they release this right here, I mean that package by itself could probably be a collectible. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking to see. I hope they do pretty good against Intel, because I'm not gonna lie, Intel is very fucking expensive. So if we don't have nobody else that can, we need AMD to survive. Like, we do. If we don't, that means Intel will be able to put any price on their CPUs and don't even think about it. So
look how big this processor is.
That's what I was telling you. That shit is big as hell.
Buddy got it in his hand, and there's a penny in his hand for scale. Obviously, his hand is scale. That's the biggest processor I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? That's the only way they can't do any more on the standard processor size. They have to go out. Basically, they just put 4 processors together and made it one big processor.
Hey, look, I don't know, on here I can see like the motherboard that chip's supposed to go into. It's like it's a split down the middle of the where the motherboard is gonna be housed at.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this play out.
Yeah.
With this processor.
So I guess we could go ahead and move on to today's topics. We're gonna start off first with the power of virginity and abstinence. I'm gonna let Mr. Mango cover that. Start off with that. What's going on, Shane?
Sexy.
Guns.
How you doing? All right, check it. The power of virginity and abstinence. The reason why I added abstinence is because really I was focused on the power of virginity is because I think that there's guys who's done it and they can't go back. You know what I'm saying? So they can at least be abstinent. That takes more discipline, but it can happen.
Yeah. I think most have done it, and it's hard for them to go back.
And but to the point, the most productive people that I ever had real life dealings with, and I'm not going to call them out by name because that's their business, but um, they were virgins, and that movie got it so right. That movie got it so right. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Uh, they were just like music instruments. He was going to school for computer programming, and I'm like, dude, when do you have the time to do all that stuff? And then it occurred to me, he has the time to do all of this because he's not out there spending man hours chasing tail. You know, just think about the whole act of getting to know somebody, the act of taking the time to chase the court, to date, the energy you spend in pursuit. That's a lot of wasted energy if you just smashing chicks that you ain't trying to build a life with.
Yeah.
You know, and I think people, young people in particular, need to have more people, not just saying, "Oh, it's bad." God said, you know, sin, and they're not trying to hear it from the sin perspective. But you can reason with people. Look, you got your life you can try to build, and how hard is it going to be, versus how much time you spending doing shenanigans. And just think about how many problems that come into people's life that's a sexually based problem. Whether it's relationships, whether it's get caught up hunching the wrong person, now she won't leave you alone. Just getting somebody pregnant, green ooze coming out your weenie. How many problems folks find themselves having? That's a sexual based problem. Even monetarily. How much money you spending trying to acquire? I'm not saying sex is bad. I'm saying out of order, it could be a problem.
Yeah, it definitely could be a problem. I mean, health-wise, mentally, everything.
Oh yeah, the stress, and then how many females hunch because they trying to, or they believe that this was gonna make the man like them. You know. And so they hunch for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's a value issue.
So if you focus on building your life and add abstinence into it, just stop it and just focus on building your life. And if you focus on building your life, financial foundation, then that's one less thing you have to worry about when you do start trying to pursue relationships and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the power of virginity and abstinence.
Yeah, I think they can. So I guess the question is, all right, can you go and have sex and still go on with going to go complete your goals and everything, or do you? It just need to be a flat out, we can't do it because if I start this, I'm gonna go down the path of not being able to be without it.
My opinion on that is this: it can be done, but who got the discipline? My point is, why make something harder than it needs to be?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It can be done, but you know, why make something harder than it needs to be?
All right. So from that subject there, we can move on to something that's basically in the same, in a sense, but it's a little different. It pertains to only men. We will say why men can't say no to sex. So we're moving on to the next topic, which is why men can't say no to sex. And for me, I would say that they can't say no to sex because, first of all, if you already started, it's almost like, you know, like someone who gets high all the time. They get high because they want the next high. They want to see if that next high can be better than the last high. So it's like the same thing with sex. It's like you have sex, you want to, make it better than the last time. You want to keep going after that feeling you get. It's like every time you get that feeling, it's like ecstasy. Especially, you know, it's definitely a stress relief. So that's, for me, that's what I mainly use it for. I mean, it's definitely that feeling, man. It's an indescribable feeling. So it's like why men can't say no to sex. Okay, if you don't already had it, then it's definitely kind of going to be hard for you to say no, because if you don't have discipline, you're not going to be able to say no, because you know what it feels like, and you chasing that type of feeling. Basically, in life in general, everybody want to be happy, and sex can make you happy. And so if you haven't had sex, I would say the reason why men can't say no is because of all the peer pressure. It's like when a huddle of dudes get together, that's what they talk about a lot. Oh man, I just got done last week. I hit this beautiful dime, and everybody just started writing their stories together. So when you're in a herd of men and all of y'all are talking about what y'all done with this woman or that woman, it's the pressure. If you haven't, you're gonna be like, darn, okay. Most of the time, dudes will come up with a fake story until they actually end up done it. So yeah. It's the peer pressure, man. The reason why they can't say no. So that's how it is, man. That's my take on it. I mean, some of my experiences, and
the peanut gallery don't necessarily agree. The peanut gallery says that's an excuse.
So you're saying sex can't make you happy?
Well, no, that's not happiness. That's bliss. Okay, that's something else. Happiness.
That's the best happiness.
No, bliss is actually something else to me, because you can still have all of the whatever it is that's going on in your life and feel bliss, and you can even still feel bliss when you're sad. But happiness means you're not sad. But I digress. But you hit something when you talk about peer pressure. That's something that's not really discussed, and this is one of the reasons why I thought of this. Why men can't say no. I was mainly thinking about this moment in time where a guy who was a manager at a job I was working at, he told me that he said no, and it just blew my mind. Like, men are expected to always go after sex under all circumstances. We'll risk our life. We will not tell a girl to put some saran wrap over her snatch because she might not be healthy. We'll risk our life, and that's what's expected of us, to not talk ourselves out of it. So when he said he would say no, that was unheard of to me, and that was completely foreign to me. And
that'll drive a woman crazy too.
Yeah, because see, what happened is, a lot of ladies, when you say no to them, now we're talking about, well, there's the two situations. There's in a relationship and not in a relationship. In a relationship, you say no to your woman, and then you cheating, you in the closet gay. There's a whole bunch, because they got to figure out. They got to figure out what's wrong with you. Because something, and that goes back to my point. Something is wrong with a dude that says no. It can't be, I don't want to have sex with you for whatever reason that's not bad. Or I'm trying to build my life. Now, the out of relationship knows, she'll take it as a rejection, but that's got to do with her makeup and her character. Just like y'all can say, see, when females say no, it's so frequent that it's like we don't even really think about it. It's just part of life. The sun comes up, girls say no. You know what I'm saying? And they even got a slogan, no means no. When a dude say no means no, that's laughable. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you take
Yeah.
that? Can you take that even serious? No,
Yeah.
nobody take that serious. So, but men, especially young men, I'm more concerned about adolescents. This go back to the previous topic. I mean, the previous point: virginity and abstinence. Young men need to build a life, man. They need, you seen that movie? I Think I Love My Wife, Chris Rock,
Yeah.
and his boss pulled him to the side and was like, "You'll always have." It's how he said it. He was saying about chasing women. You could go broke, but you'll never lose women chasing money. Yeah, you'll lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. And so many dudes got this thing out of order, young men, and nobody's pulling them to the side and saying, "Hey, build your life, bruh. If you build your life, even if you somewhat unattractive, even if you got an issue, even if you got a chicken wing arm, build your life, bruh. Somebody gonna come along and love you and give you all the JJ you need.
If you build it, they will come."
Exactly.
That's basically the concept, man. If you build it, they'll come.
And then the quality goes up substantially.
Yeah.
If you
and see,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, as how I was talking about peer pressure. Like I have when I came up, man. My uncle, he's no longer here, but it's funny because he's always joked on us, like me and my cousins, them about not having any. We was like teens then. He'll be like, "Dang, y'all ain't got none yet. You still leaking." Stuff like that. Because he was talking to girls and all that, but he was like, "Y'all ain't got none yet." So it was like me coming up, the pressure. I had to prove to my uncle, like, "Man, I'm gonna get some. I don't care what you talking about. I'm gonna have to get some so he can stop saying that same old thing every time he sees somebody." What I'm saying? They ain't got none yet. So the pressure of that, man, that made me had to go get it. And I ended up losing my virginity at an early age. I'm 14. Yeah. So because of all of that, and then that's just like the main thing. Like it's even at school too, man. You hear it with your peers and stuff. It's being talked about. And I understand coming up as a man, you're exploring your sexuality, and along with women as well. But we really have to learn how to go after building our life before thinking about trying to mate. Because mate bring like a lot of issues, babies, diseases, and feelings and all of that. So. Yeah, what's the jack off hand for?
Yo, forget all that exploring and all of that, doing this and doing that. Beat your meat. Listen to me. If you a teenager, young adult, beat your meat. It's 2017. They selling life model decoys at the fancy store.
Hey, quick fun fact. If you ejaculate every day, you'll end up having what they call
less minutes on your life.
No, you have pre-com, and like I said, you keep doing that every day. So if you're somebody who's trying to have a child, you'll continue to have pre-com if you're ejaculating every day, thus
increase the odds,
decreasing your chance of getting somebody pregnant.
Decrease it or increase it?
Decreasing because you have pre-com. You don't have mature sperm. You'll keep having like immature sperm because you ejaculate every day. so you have to give yourself some days. Or I don't know that kind, but you need to give yourself some time to let your sperm mature.
You got. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because in my mind's eye, I'm seeing these little baby sperm, like my tail ain't long enough. I can't swim. I can't make the trip to the egg. That's what I'm thinking about. Look who's talking, and we see all the sperm going towards the egg, and I'm just looking at. I'm not.
Hey, so there's like anybody out there trying to have a baby, stop ejaculating every day. Go a couple of days, let your sperm mature, then you can bust, and you'll probably have twins.
Oh, okay.
So. All right, man. We're gonna move on to the next subject, which is should oral sex be mandatory?
Should oral sex be mandatory?
This is so easy.
It's so easy. Then answer it,
This
sir.
is so, oh, it has to be a yes. It has to be a
It
yes.
has to be yes. So oral sex, you believe, sir, that oral sex should be mandatory?
Man, it's just like when you go to the gym, you have to stretch and get on the tread before you work out. You need to warm up first. So
So that's what oral
it's
sex is. It's like the pre-workout stretching.
yeah, yeah. You have to like get prepared. You got to get ready, get everything primed and juicy, so that
Primed and juicy.
so when
Hold on. Are we talking about oral sex to a man or from a man? What are we talking about? Or both ways?
both ways, like both parties got to be down.
Okay.
Got to be down to get each other ready.
Well, what if you have a partner, okay, that just ain't into it?
Oh, is this a lifelong partner or somebody you just met and then it's not working out?
Well, if it's not working out, then it don't matter.
Because you better get ready to toss it to the side, right? Because she not doing the protocol. Like
She's not doing protocol. Oh, so at what point do you establish in the dating or getting to know the person that I'm saying though, you got to give head, right? Like how does that happen?
That's like the first time. That's probably a conversation either before sex or when you're having sex. Like, if it's something that you really require, you got to make sure that's in the known. If it's required, it has to be known. You can't sit there and go all them times of mating with that person or being with that person and then just drop the bomb on them probably a year in the relationship. Hey, we haven't done this in a year. I require this. You didn't require that the first time, so you confusing that lady. She gonna think that it was never required. So
well, they're allowed to change their mind.
Yeah, they're allowed to change their mind, but if you somebody who require it and she don't change their mind, you better not have got too deep into it because it's gonna be hard to break that.
What if you in a situation where that's all you get?
What'd you say? That's all you get?
Yeah.
You talking about oral?
Yeah.
No vagina?
I'm just saying, what if? I'm just pulling out these what if scenarios. Because you're so adamant about your position, I'm just trying to explore your adamancy on your position. What if that's all you get?
No, because that can't be all I get. That's like getting it ready. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what if she don't stop and you pop? You gonna take a drink, get some water, come back?
No, because actually, to be honest, man, when that go down, I am ready to go to the next stage. Like I don't even have to be on that long. Just let's get this done and let's go to the next stage in the sex.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one Biggie Small songs. He was talking to the girls like, "This is all part of sex." It was the interlude on that Ready to Die CD. He was like, "This is part of sex, part of just." But yeah,
So that really answer that question, they got to be mandatory.
Both ways.
Yeah, mandatory. Yeah, both ways. So if that's mandatory for you, then it need to be getting done. But
what if she don't like it? I mean, getting it.
Yeah. That's like that's interesting because it's like foreplay. Foreplay, you don't want to be the only person getting foreplay. Well, it's more than one way to do foreplay. So I guess, yeah, if she's not into that, is like I say, it's more than one way to skin a cat. So if you're trying to do foreplay is to get each other, ready, if she don't want to do that, you can do something else. It's just all about skills.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Skills and knowing your partner, actually. So
I like that, skills. Well, y'all make it too hard. It's easy. Oh, what's easy, sweetheart? Peanut Gallery. What's easy?
That's what I need to know. What's easy?
We waiting on you. What's easy?
While we wait, though, is sex mandatory? I mean, or I know sex is, but or
is it mandatory? I don't think I've ever been put in a situation where I had to demand it. I think people who have to demand things went through a period of their life where they wasn't getting it, therefore they have to demand it. So I never found myself in a situation where I had to demand it, so I don't even know if I'll trip if it's out of the equation.
I mean, I think you will, because it's like getting a certain type of food for a period of time, and then
He
next
said,
time
I think you will. Oh
you
my
ain't getting
God.
steak no more. You gonna get noodles. Like, hell no, I want noodles. I still want that steak.
Oh my God, this is too much. Or if you don't like it, find other ways.
Oh yeah. You're right. I just don't see a dude not liking that.
Well,
Uh,
I've heard stories of certain dudes from certain cultures not liking to receive it because they think it's improper or whatever. And
oh yeah, you hear people talking about old school people anyway who say how it's demeaning, for a woman to have to get on their knees. But see, you don't even necessarily have to get on your knees if you in the bed. You just lay back. But it's supposedly some people look at it as demeaning, but I
you
don't
mean to
get that.
tell me it's demeaning for a woman in private to get on her knees for the man she loves, but it's not demeaning for a man in public to get on his knees for the woman he loves?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a perfect
Yeah, I'm good at that. I'm good
way
at
to
that.
look at it. Yeah. Like I said, that's them goddamn old school women though who talking about, oh, that's nasty. Y'all new school, y'all out of control. And you know what? Maybe I'm starting to feel old school because when I think about it, folks be talking about eating booty now. And that's one thing that's never gonna
Toss a
get
salad.
done, bro.
Toss a salad.
That's not getting done, bro.
You mean to tell me
That's the
you
nastiest shit
don't
on earth.
love your woman enough to flip her over and lick that booty hole?
Oh, that's just,
If it's
come on,
clean, it
man.
ain't got no taste.
Hey, well, we might as well be eating doo doo then if we gonna be sitting here and think it's fine to eat somebody's butt.
But the difference between the butt meat and doo doo is that the butt meat ain't doo doo. If it's clean, it's clean.
How can you clean that area to the ability for you to put your face right there?
Soap and water and a hot rag.
Man, apparently soap and water ain't that strong because when when we get the food that we have, if you try to put some damn chicken and put something else right behind that chicken, you'll get all type of shit. Like you can't even not even if you cleaned it right. You gotta have that food in a whole different area than you put that chicken.
It's
So
about salmonella. Well, you
yeah,
ain't got to worry about salmonella with booty. Just E. coli.
yeah, and see that's what I'm saying. E. coli may just be just as strong as salmonella.
I ain't never heard of nobody getting sick from eating booty.
Hey, you right, because I actually saw a video with this dude straight eating a woman's doo doo. Like she was just straight
See, you took
cracking.
it too far. You took it too far.
Hey, but that was the wildest video I've
Oh,
ever seen
we
in my
got a
life.
comment saying you can get it very clean.
I don't believe that at all.
I think we might need to revisit this topic in about a week.
I don't agree with that.
And I might need to I don't know. Bruh. I'm okay. I've been
I
in
don't
the
agree with
streets.
that shit.
I have a past. Okay? Alright. When I was 17, I was talking to this older lady, and she just out the blue said, "So, where you gonna let me eat that ass?" And I was like, that was unheard of to me. I was like, really? And you know, I made sure, like, we talking extra, extra, extra clean. Okay, our Gary. I don't see nothing wrong. Our Gary.
But that shit, Gary, you can have that.
Yo, she did it, bruh. I don't know if you look. It's certain experiences you should never keep off the table. You can't knock something unless you have tried it and have had bad experiences.
That one got to be off the table right now. That's just like chitlins. I would never eat chitlins.
I've had chitlins. I'm not saying I like chitlins. I think it's slave food. However, I'm still alive, and the chitlins didn't kill me, nor did I have a diarrhea day. And I have had salad tossed, and I can't believe I'm on the internet. I can never be president after this broadcast. But I've had it tossed, and I have tossed myself. And ain't shit wrong with it. What I find is...
Hey, that's crazy, man.
I don't know what she knows. I don't share everything with her because she don't like to keep stuff to herself. She be telling people. Anyway.
I be wondering. Hey, look, because you remember that movie, I think it was called Road Trip. And it was these guys, they was going, I think they were going from college to college or something. And the dude was, I think he was doing ejaculating or something, but somebody was messing with his ass while he was doing it. So they say it's supposed to make your ejaculation feel even better.
All right, let me explain where they going with that. In the anus of a man, they got something called the male G-spot, right? Now, I'm speaking from my knowledge. I'm not speaking from my experience, okay? I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm speaking from my knowledge. I am not speaking from my personal experience. But it's the backside of your prostate.
Oh.
They could trigger from the backside of your prostate in some men, and I guess this is why a lot of homosexuals like it. They can trigger ejaculations from that place. Yeah. And they call it the male G-spot.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get off of that because we went from making oral mandatory to
Before we go, you the one brought up poop. Okay. But before we switch it up, my question to you is it off the table to both give and receive? What if your significant other say, yo, I've been wanting to do this since I met you. Please, let me eat that butt. What you go say?
I'm gonna be like, hell no. Hey, bro, I'm telling you something. Like, even when that dude Gates came out talking about real niggas eat booty. I was like, bro, when I saw that video, I was like, man, now that he don't sit here and say real niggas eat booty, watch how many niggas who don't eat booty. But I'm not gonna be one of those niggas.
Personally,
I don't care.
I hate when some people say real niggas this and real men this and real
yeah.
I hate that. Like, are you saying I'm no longer real because I don't do that? You know what I'm saying? So, Crystal, you said women have bit it. What is that? A bidet? Is that what that is? A bidet?
I don't know what that is, but I still don't believe it helps.
No, I think it's in your mind. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm qualified to speak on it. You're not. I've done it, sir. It's in your mind. Eating butt doesn't taste like doo-doo. Doesn't smell like doo-doo. If it does taste and smell like doo-doo, your female is not clean. That's all I'm saying. You can clean that spot. I'm not saying you should go out and be looking for butts to eat. All I'm saying is what you feel about eating butt is because of your lack of experience and you don't know that eating butt ain't all of what you think eating butt is. I'm not advocating eating butt. I'm just saying.
You are right. You are certainly right. You know, because I don't believe a place where waste come out at It's just a place where I need to be. That's all I'm saying.
Have you ever seen poop come out?
Yeah, I told you I sat there and saw a dude just lay up under somebody's butthole and just eat the doo-doo that was coming right out of her ass.
Check it. You see, okay, the front of my hands is the outside of the booty. The back of my hands is the inside, the colon, the inside side, right? When poop come out, it does this. The O-ring do this. The reason folks got to wipe their ass because they cheeks smush that shit together. But it actually does this when it comes out. So the outer thing, ain't nobody talking about flying through the hole to see what's inside. Ain't nobody talking about that.
Hey, if you look at pornography right now, that's exactly
they nasty,
what you're
though.
doing.
Porn,
that's exactly what
we cannot use porn as a standard by which we measuring what's okay to do. They be choking people out. And waste does, valid point, sexy, waste does come out of penises and vagina. And vagina make the most vile waste once every 28 days.
Hey, the waste that you're referring to that comes out of the penis is being filtered by the kidneys. So therefore,
it's not clean. Waste anymore? You can drink it?
Yeah, it's not waste. Yeah, exactly. It's coming out cleaner than it is than it went in.
If it's not waste anymore, why are you getting rid of it?
Because there's no more nutrients in it. The kidneys have sucked out all the nutrition and put it inside your body. And so therefore...
Okay, so it sucked out the nutrients and it also sucked out the poison? Can you say it's cleaner now?
Oh, it has filtered the poison.
So where the poison at? It's still in
you. It's probably coming out the butthole. I think probably all the poison and shit come out the ass.
Oh, my God.
All right, we had a great time with that subject.
All right.
We'll go ahead and go to a more important subject. That's it's all the subjects are important, but this subject touches on the way men are being raised. Why are men taught not to show emotion? Now, I think this. I think men are taught to not show emotion is because, as a man and you have a family, you're taught to be strong for that family. And when you want to be strong for that family, you want to, through hard times and everything, remain calm, or you don't want to show emotion because you got a family that's relying on you to take care of things. So if they see you breaking down and losing your control, and that'll make them think like everything is not together. Something's going wrong. So for you being the rock of the family, you're taught to stay strong and just try to keep things held together and everything. I think that's one reason why men are taught to not show emotion. And the other reasons they're varied between men don't show emotions. It's too feminine for a man to show emotions. Now, here's what we really need to touch on is because I think too many men hold in things because they don't express themselves emotionally. And when you don't do that, you're not handling the situation. You're doing that but putting that situation up on the shelf, to arise later on in your life or something. You didn't handle that situation. So I think men need to learn how to be able to express themselves and not feel weak, because sometimes it is okay to cry. Sometimes it's okay to be angry. It's okay to express yourself, because if you don't, you leave yourself vulnerable to exploding on somebody, making situations way worse than they, could be. So that's pretty much what I think about, the whole reason why we don't show our emotions. First of all, we're taught to not show emotions. That's one of the things that we shouldn't be taught. We shouldn't be taught not to express ourselves. It's not feminine to show emotions. That's a part of everybody, whether you're a man or a woman. You're taught to be emotional, and you have emotions. So you're not being human if you don't express yourself. So what do you think
Kara stole what I was gonna say.
Kara, man, that's all bad.
I'm gonna call you Kara because the rest of the stuff I don't want to say it wrong. 12-18. Kara, you stole what I was gonna say. Emotion has been linked to weakness.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
and emotion isn't weakness, but the reason emotion has been linked to weakness is because the gender, and I'm not one of those 1,300 genders, male, female, the gender that has primarily been associated with emotion is physically weaker. So it's been emotion, but if you want to sit there and look at this thing for what it really is, the woman has levels of strength that men don't have. I'm not saying that they're stronger. I'm saying they have levels of strength that men don't have. Just think about this. When you want to degrade a man's masculinity, what you do, you call him a pussy, right? Yo, quit being a pussy, right?
yeah.
But when you actually think about it, being a pussy is a compliment. Just think about the ordeal pussies go through. Okay? We try to stab them as many times as we can. Now, let's say you knock somebody up. And then you think about the work that the pussy got to do to push the baby out. You seen your babies come. I seen my baby come. And then for it to snap back, after all of that, that's the strongest. That's the strongest thing. Flick, bruh. Once a week, I accidentally touch my balls the wrong way, and I'm down. Okay, it's squeeze them. I'm out. Pussies are strong. What are you talking about? But I digress. Emotion is associated with weakness because most often than not, historically, females have been more emotional, and we like to consider them weak. They're not weak. Their strengths are numerous.
Yeah, they're definitely stronger because they do express emotion. That's what make them stronger.
I don't necessarily agree that they're stronger. Anyway, I think we're different, and we have our purpose. We have our purpose. Men's purpose is different than a woman's purpose. Okay, and I think that women's strengths coupled with male strength, men's strength. Just look at my hand. Yeah, ignore the ash for 2 seconds. But don't that look like some yin yang shit? Okay? The man's strength and the woman's strength coupled together make for an awesome, wonderful thing. And so I try to stay away from saying we're smarter or they're smarter or we're better or they're better. I try to stay away from saying that. We're different. And that we each have our roles to play in this thing we call life.
Yeah. We basically are supposed to complement each other.
Exactly. One of the things that I noticed very quickly when I was just started talking to my queen is most of all the areas that I suffer from, she's strong at. We talking character flaws like procrastination. Well, she's a go-getter.
Yeah.
You know, she is organized, and I'm not. You know, and don't get me wrong, I have, I'm going to sit there and, dog me because it's me we talking about. She's not here to defend herself. But I have strengths in areas that she don't have. And it's amazing. We didn't interview each other to see, well, what are your strengths and weaknesses so we can compare. That didn't happen. It just organically developed to where we recognize that it's true that opposites really do attract. And I think
I'm light skinned, mine's chocolate.
Yeah, I'm chocolate, mine's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it's weird seeing two light skinned people together. It throws me off. It's like something ain't right. But as far as me showing emotion, I'm an emotional wreck. I don't know, something happened to me. I don't know if it was a movie or something, but the floodgates got open.
Definitely get emotional.
Whenever I watch something that got to do with family, a father and a child. Oh, it was Armageddon. Armageddon was the first time that I lost it. When he on the big screen at NASA talking to his daughter, babe, I'm not coming back. I'm about to die. I just want to let you know. Oh my God! And then he played a little. Don't want to miss it. Oh, I was a wreck. Armageddon is what destroyed the barrier in which I kept it all in. But now I don't care.
Now I know too, B. You know, I've been knowing you for a while, man. That's one thing I do know about you, man. You really don't care about who's around when you express yourself. Like,
you know what I realized? What I realized is learning how to compliment each other is the most important. A lot of marriages don't work out because people don't know. Yes, you're absolutely right. They're absolutely right.
Yeah.
What I realized is we spend too much time, and this kind of factors into the emotional thing. We spend too much time caring what non-factors think about you. If you are someone who's feeding me, paying my mortgage, doing something to where I depend on you, then it is justified for me to care about what you think. But if you're not doing none of those things, you're a non-factor. You know, I didn't care for Evelyn too much on that show, but like that phrase, a non-motherfucking factor, that's just profound. When you don't matter, you don't, like, what you eat don't make me shit.
Best Man Holiday, that did it for you?
Oh my God. Oh, Best Man Holiday ruined me in public. Okay? All the other movies, I was in privacy in my own house. Best Man Holiday ruined me in
Pursuit
public.
of Happiness.
Yeah. It jerked me. But I was in a full theater when I saw Best Man Holiday. And I was with the Queen. And, oh my God. You could hear sniffling like it was surround sound in the movies. Everybody was sniffling. And then when you thought it was over, something else happened. I can't even watch the movie now. Like she always wants me to watch the movie. I'm like, nah. Who wants to like do that to themselves on purpose? You know what I'm saying?
It was like that in Passion too.
And what?
Passion of Christ.
I don't know. I guess I was young. It didn't hit me like that. I was mad because I had to read the words. You know, I don't do subtitles.
Oh yeah, I hated that too. Man, you know what? I would handle that through some movies though.
Yeah, I read it though, and I was mad because I ain't never heard them say Jesus, the whole movie. I was like, when y'all gonna call him Jesus? The Notebook was another tearjerker, but I was having a movie night / date. I'm trying to make sure that the Notebook came out in a period of time that was before, so I don't tell on myself. But
oh yeah, 12 Years a Slave. Hell yeah. At the end, yeah, that shit right there.
Yeah.
That.
You know what? What's that movie with Sam Jackson?
He was saying he was sorry.
When he was a coach, Coach Carter. When the team decided to run the laps for dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That just that was better than Rudy. Oh crappy crap, fake.
So real quick, on this emotion thing, how do men, when it pertains to raising a boy, you know, raising them into a man, how do we need to go about trying to implement this, you know, this way of men expressing themselves, you know, showing more emotion? Because I actually believe that this needs to be a course in school. Like, I think this needs to be taught in school.
School. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I feel you. I feel what you're saying. But school. My son.
Ricky cried.
And Marty. Yeah, that movie got you. It was like an old Yeller type gotcha. But with my son, I look at what happened between me and my dad, or what didn't happen between me and my dad. I don't have many memories. I love my dad to death, but I don't have many memories of us sharing moments where music will be playing in the background and we hugging each other and it's, you know, that emotional stuff. I don't have many memories of that. I recently, in my later part of my life, make sure I try to tell them I love them every time I have a conversation. The reason why I say F school is because we rely too much on school to teach our children things that we should be teaching them ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not saying school is bad. I'm saying we need to start with owning the responsibility of being responsible for our children being educated.
Well, I say school because even though we are supposed to be responsible for, you know, our household, you know, when they're with us, but you know, the way the world works is your child is with you and they get to a certain age, they got to go to school. So when they're at school, they're at school for about 8 hours. So that's 8 hours of your child day that's being taken up and you're not there. So I'm saying that school should start teaching emotion, start teaching some more important courses to our kids.
Let me tell you how they're going to teach our children about emotions. It is mean to say something about Sarah and her two mommies. That's how they're going to teach my son about emotion. Okay?
Yeah. I know that's how they doing it now. Yeah. That's how they doing it right now.
I understand that, you know, most of us are in a situation where our children got to go to public school. But knowing that, we also must know why it was created and the purpose of public school. Public school is not created for the success of your child. That goes to the average American. Now let's talk about the black American, okay? That's doubled down. It was not created for the success of your child. That's why my default position is F school. However, if they're going to be there, yes, there should be some curriculum the curriculum needs to be looked at. You know, the curriculum needs to be looked at. Some of the rules, the social rules, need to be looked at.
That's why schools like Umar Johnson trying to open up need to exist. Like he said, his school is going to be private. It's not going to be a charter. Exactly. For the simple fact that they won't be able to tell him how to run his curriculum. So, you know, private schools is the only way that you're going to be able to go to where the government can't have their hands in how you're going to teach the students. You know, here, this is a flat curriculum. This is what they need to do throughout the year and stuff like that. But until we start having it to how Umar's vision is for the black people is for us to have our own school, private school system. That's the only way we're going to be able to implement what we need to give our kids.
Yes, that is, Kara.
Until they get grown.
Now, Kara, I'm about to ask you a question, and I want you to say yes or no. Because as I take the time to look at your name, is that Caramel K? 12,
yeah, 18? That is.
But yes, Miseducation of a Negro is a good read. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I want to have more conversations about stuff like that. But you know, I don't want to take, you know, we're still trying to figure out the direction. You know, I don't want to, you know, but we need to have more conversations like that. But coming back to emotions, what I do with my son, I hug my son when he was younger. He's going to be 4 in August. I used to kiss my son. I don't kiss him as much anymore, but I used to kiss him every night. We get ready to go to bed, and I say, "Where are my kisses?" And I just kiss all over my son. I don't kiss him as much now because he's going to be 4, but I try to get in. I try to have a closeness with him where he can see me and not the facade that men feel that they need to put up. You know, where he can see the happy, he can see the sad, he can see the angry, he can see the. I think it's easier to show him emotion. And don't get me wrong, I can be completely wrong with this method, but I think it's easier to show him the emotion, and that is okay. Than to just say it, you know, and that's what I do with him.
I totally agree with that. You know, I don't have a boy, but you know, as far as with my girls, it's all about showing them, you know, my emotions like towards their mom, towards people I come in contact with. What's up, Wolf? And
Caramel K,
you
just because
know,
I said it's a good read, that don't mean I read it. Don't be trying to find out if I read the book. I don't read. Reading puts me to sleep. Okay? But it's still a good read.
so yeah, man. I think you're totally right, man. It comes down to how you show it, and they see it, because our kids do watch us. Everything we do, they be
Oh
watching.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you what my son said to his mother the other day. I don't know the exact quote, but he was like, not the other day. This was a while ago, and as I'm getting ready to run my mouth, I realized I don't even know if I should be saying this, but you're right. They watch, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to be on guard.
Yeah. So, anything else before we go ahead and conclude this show? Because it's definitely been an hour. I've really enjoyed the conversations we've had, man. If anybody just now looking and you kind of miss some of what we talked about, once we're done with the stream, you can definitely go back and look at the video again and look at everything we covered. We basically covered the power of virginity and abstinence, why men can't say no to sex, should oral sex be mandatory, and why are men taught not to show emotion? So if you want to look, listen to all those topics we went over in the entirety, you can look at this stream once we go ahead and end it.
Okay. I'd just like to say thank you for joining us today, Caramel K. I have an idea of who I think you are, and I'm glad you finally took the opportunity to come spend some time with us. This week, if I'm not mistaken, it is only going to be a Monday night show. There will not be a Tuesday night show. And that's just this week, so don't think that's next week. Other than that, if you like tonight's video or, any of the videos we have in the past, please like and watch. This is the after show.
Yeah. Hey, and listen, subscribe to the channel and also hit that little bell
Notification.
Because if we do end up, finding a way to have a show tomorrow, you will be notified. So make sure to hit that notification, bell. That way you'll be notified if you have.
Oh, Caramel K say, Mike, I hope you reevaluate that booty thing.
And there's no reevaluating needed. There's no reevaluation needed.
Oh my God! If you who I think you is, I can't believe you watched me have that conversation. Anyway,
I'm definitely closed-minded to that.
Man, you should free your mind. That's my Lawrence Fishburne. Free your mind. pull up the mic. It's not who you think. Okay, that's good. I wonder how, real quick before you run off into family land, how your significant other feels about your position on no booty eating.
Yeah, I think she's okay with us not, exploring, other areas of, that don't need to be explored. He talking about he wasn't ready.
Well, I you know what? I feel good about tonight's show. I don't know about you. I laughed a lot, and that's what I hope to do.
Hey, yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We'll definitely try to have a show tomorrow. 10 o'clock seems like a good time because, a lot of people that look at the show are adults and we're probably tired because we got kids and stuff like that. But we'll definitely try to keep it around 10 to 11.
Yeah, and what's also great about us doing it at 10? I get to do my other stream and not be tired.
Yeah, I get to go to the gym.
Bruh, you just came from the track. I'm just saying. That's an addiction. I'm gonna need you to get that looked at.
Hey, listen, it's one of those things, man. I hold myself accountable to completing, man. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable to getting that done.
I'm laughing at what Caramel K just wrote. I'm sorry.
I bet if you trash, you would not close her ass. I mean, mine. Man, good shit.
What's going on, Tanya? You joined us at the last second. Waste come out of the vagina too monthly. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that waste is stored inside of you, and when it comes out, nobody touches it.
You're welcome, Toya. Play off, Mike. I'm just saying. Look, back when I was running the streets, okay? Back before things got dangerous, before I moved to Hot Atlanta, where you could get ooze out your weenie, okay?
You from Florida, right?
Yeah.
That's all y'all talk about down there. So, yeah,
I don't know.
Doodoo Brown and all that.
But back when I was young street runner, I used to refer to myself as a trisexual. This was before all of this. We talking 10 years ago. This was before all of this transgender, LGBT, all that popped off. I said I try something at least once. One time. And you know what I do? If you in a relationship with somebody you love, you go back to that song. What you won't do, you do for love. You try everything.
Hey, that's a topic for next time. Do you have sex while your woman's on a period? Now, go ahead and put that for the next show. I ain't even gonna answer that, but if you know I'm like booty, you probably already know what my answer is.
We talking to my body's my tempo, Mike. I'm finna go to the gym.
Oh boy. Oh, she said, "Hold up, Mike. I'm from Florida too." Yeah, y'all nasty, Doodoo Brown and all that shit. I'm talking about, man.
Hey, Florida ain't got a reputation of being the AIDS capital. Okay, that's here, bruh. You know, when I first moved up here, they was like, "Oh, it's 10-1, men to women. I mean, women to men, 10-1." The chat's getting too weird for me. Yeah, I'm sorry. This grown folks talking tonight, Wolf. I'm about to get on the other channel in a minute. But when I first moved up here, it was like, I forgot Wolf is young. 10-1.
What did you say, Mike?
All the women, okay, and it's just us men. Like it was a shortage of men. But y'all didn't tell me most of all y'all up here sick. Y'all ain't say that.
Man.
These women.
Man, bro, you can go back and listen to all y'all songs y'all made in the 90s. It's definitely about.
That came out of Miami, bro. It was 95 South, Luke, and it was Trick Daddy. It was them cats.
Oh, Wolf, you from Florida? Well, you know, Doodoo Brown, they talking about that before your time, but yeah, that's all they do down there. Lick it, stick it.
Up here in the A, where everybody acts, sex symbols, let it burn. That's what they do. They have confessions and pay $1.1 million. Okay, we don't have all that.
I don't need jaw muscles. Definitely don't need those.
If you want jaw muscles, oh. If you do it right, you ain't got to work the jaws. If you do it right, I'm just saying.
Man. Yeah. So I guess that concludes our show, man.
Hey,
sorry,
they really
guys.
want you to eat some ass, Mike. Like for real.
Really on that. Telling you, y'all gonna be able to come to my 70th birthday and be like, "Hey, have you tried?" Oh,
yo,
done that.
Hey, Mike, wife, if you listening out there in internet land, if you ever find him knocked out unconscious, sit on his face. I'm just saying.
She'll probably be getting handed some divorce papers after that. For real. Don't play. That's one food that's that is. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
I'm not an expert, y'all. Y'all experts in that field.
You call me an expert. I'm not an expert. I've had some experience. That's all. All right, Plants vs. Zombies coming up next in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm switching to the Mr. Mango Head Show channel. That's why I play games by myself because I ain't got no friends.
Hey,
what's up? Go ahead.
I just want to remind everybody to make sure to share, subscribe, and see y'all guys next time.
I don't even think I want y'all to share this. My mom and daddy might watch this. I don't know. I wasn't ready. All right, then. Peace.
All right. I'll let y'all.